You good to go?
Turn on my mic here. We are rolling, boys. And non-bike.
All
Hello.
right. Welcome everybody. We're coming back to episode whatever the fuck this one is on Wild Beyond the
3.
Witchlight, and episode 3. That's the one. um, we're gonna give one of the players a chance to do a recap to get inspiration. Who would like to take that up?
Yeah, you got this, Harriet. Woo.
Let's go, Harriet.
all right. So, the group originally started over in the Feasting Orchard, and we're making their way towards the Dragonfly rides.
What
Where
happened in the feasting orchard there, Harriet?
I was about to get to that. We met Eliwick Tobelstrom. I think I wrote that correctly. A bard
That was
that
pretty close. We'll take it.
all right. Harriet and Eliwick had a strum off, uh, where they found out that. Come on. I'm losing my notes because I'm summarizing because I wrote paragraphs here. I don't think you want me reading like 15 paragraphs of information. Eliwick hints to the group that there are hints within the carnival that will lead to the things that they had lost. Upon her disappearance, there is a symbol engraved on the swing. Ambrose examined it and tried to make notes of it. Let's see here.
You're missing a very important part of when she was still talking.
I
What
know.
did she say to you guys when you first came up?
She knows our names? I don't know.
She knew our names.
That is, yeah, and she bought your guys' tickets and knew
That's
about
right.
you beforehand.
I hadn't got to that. My sister-in-law is now blowing up my phone for some goddamn reason. I was like,
She's got everything going on right
God,
now, Liz.
it's not my goddamn day.
Yo, and then I had like everything happen to me too, right when we were about to start. Like it's just like life is just like, hold on. And we're like, no, fucking D&D.
Yeah, it's D&D time. Let's go. But no, everybody wants to bother us right now. Like nobody bothered me all day with my pain and everything. All right, so Eliwick bought our tickets. Let's see here. I gotta find my place in my notes again here. All right. So after the interactions with Eliwick, we all went to the Dragonfly rides, where one of the Dragonflies started acting up. Thackeray and Ambrose went to go handle it, while Harriet went after the person she saw. I don't think I described it, but I think it was a little girl at the time.
It was not who you were actually chasing.
Yes.
That's like it was someone in disguise. Let's just leave it at that.
Someone in disguise, which we later found and caught. After
Yeah, I gave
Harriet
you a
had
shit
lost them.
description anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah, Harriet was chasing an older lady who disappeared into the crowd. As Harriet continued to pursue the person, Ambrose and Thackeray lost sight of Harriet and the old woman that she was chasing. The person may have changed their appearance, as the building's intents did not really line up to how that person disappeared. That's literally what I wrote in the paragraph. I type fast.
Yeah, basically they looked around a corner and then transformed and you couldn't see them anymore.
Okay. Then the group headed after the dragonflies. Ambrose and Thackeray got refunds on their dragonfly ride tickets, while Harriet had not even gotten on the ride yet. The group then decides to go to the carousel, where they see Diana Cloppington. I wrote Cloppington. I'm hoping I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were close enough again.
Where we proceeded to fill in the names for all of the horses on the ride, or all the unicorns, which was Fortune Favors the Bold. Let's see here. Pride Before the Fall, or Pride and Fall, Stone and Moss, and Snitch and Nine, or Stitch and Nine. Let's see here. We got to ride the ride for free because we were able to solve it. Stitch tells Valkyrie in their mind the hag you are looking for is Sabatha, lair of the dead hollowed out tree. Ender leans at the top of the mountain theater. I had to like scribble this down. Sabaka is also the same hag that Harriet is after. Uh, um,
You can leave the private messaging part out, but they did give
sorry.
you guys key information to the quest. Yeah,
Yes,
no, it's not
key
a problem.
information.
You
Yeah.
did really good there.
I
It
got
was
more
very key
notes.
information to your guys' overall quest. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Um.
we'll just go past the carousel now.
Okay. So, let's see here. Amber's very put together. Diana made a bad deal with a hag. Then I wrote down what we're initially our objectives are: is find the displacer beast child, investigate witch and light. The mime's voice was stolen, and a portal in the halls. The pig girl disappeared. Investigating the pig girl disappearing, the unicorn, or sorry, that's the hag locations and weaknesses. Allywick said that we are here for a reason and we're supposed to be here. Let's see here. I'm scrolling past. We then find the heckler that we later learned is Pasha, who was causing chaos in the
Incorrect.
carnival, or not Pasha.
Pasha is the mermaid. The
Pasha's the
heckler's
mermaid.
name is
Sorry.
Kettlestrom.
Pasha's the
Yeah, as
mermaid.
Pasha begins to sing, there's a heckler. Sorry, I read my. I'm
Yeah. No,
summarizing.
I was gonna say you're trying to read fast. I get it. Slow down. Take your time. Don't worry. We got time.
We got
We
lots
have
of
as
time.
long as Valkyrie can stay awake, and as long as Mesto Pesto isn't having to go to sleep for work tomorrow. So
Yep.
I got all the time in the world. I know you got plenty of time. So just relax. Take your time.
What is
Okay.
sleep? Sleep is for the weak.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Corvus.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Sleep. Sleep is good.
Sleep is lovely. Um. Okay.
So
Take your
you
So.
meds. Sleep.
started
All
to
the
All right.
good
pursue
stuff.
Kettlestrom. That's where you're at.
Yeah. So we started to pursue Kettlestrom. Let's see here. Wait, hang on. No, not Kettlestrom. It was the Kenku. Zabina. Or no, not Zabina.
Kettlestrom is the Kenku.
Kettlestrom is the
Zabina
I
is
did.
Kenku.
someone extremely important way later in the
Sorry,
campaign.
sorry. I jumped ahead. I didn't write the Kenku's name. That's what happened. Okay. So, anyways, we caught the Kenku, and
You did learn about Zabina.
we
That's
did
not
learn that.
entirely wrong. You did
Yeah,
learn.
we learned from the Kenku about Zabina, who is their who technically is the queen of the Feywild, I believe, is what she said.
And their
Um,
patron or something like
What is
patron,
the
yes.
relationship between his patron? Correct. Yeah, it is.
Um,
Zabina is the Kenku's patron.
yes. Let's see here. Displays are looking for a way into the Feywild so that they may contact with Zabina. Um, needing someone to go into the Feywild for them. Someone's going to find out, and we could be shut down. Oh, that's the conversation between Light and Witch that we were told.
Yeah, the very disturbing conversation.
Yeah. We learned that Zabina is the queen of the Feywild. Witch and Light may have some way to contact the Feywild. Figure out how to contact her. Was the finding a way to make contact with Zabina was the Kinku's plan through Witch and Light, trying to get them to show up. Last couple months is when we felt the pull to come to the carnival, um, which is around the time
Correct.
that the Kinku lost contact with Zabina. The Kinku's name is Killstream, or Kelstrom, which I did right
Kettlestrom.
apparently.
Yeah.
Kettlestrom. I wrote Kettlestream.
I failed multiple times to tell you the name, so that's on me. I
Uh-huh.
didn't tell you until we were already halfway through the conversation, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, it's Kettlestrom." Like,
I
it's
should have remembered that from
because
the
now
Kettlestrom.
last
you
one.
actually know what it is, so I should probably tell you what its name is.
Yeah, I wrote cattle stream.
So that's
That's
on
on
me
myself.
for 100%.
Yeah.
I
Harry and
don't blame
crew.
Kisty, because it does say kettle steam in the roll 20, but
Yeah. Anyways, Harriet. All right. So, Harriet and crew tell Kettlestrom to go back to Pasha and to return and cheer the mermaid on, so she wouldn't feel bad anymore. To bring up the
rather
mood.
forcefully.
Rather forcefully. Yeah, we all intimidated that poor Kenku. We kind of bullied her into it, but she was already causing problems. Um, Harry and Valkyrie were given free acting lessons by the mime because we ended up getting the mime back his voice. I know I skipped that, like how we did that, but announcement about how the show's to start in 30 minutes. We then decided to go to the snail race, where I didn't. Oh, let's see here. Ambrose and Ambrose came in first uh, in the race. Sorry, no. Valkyrie
Did
wins
he?
the race.
Yes,
Valkyrie
Zachary.
won the snail race. Harriet put down a bet that she could beat them, coming in horrible fourth. Ambrose got a wand with a single charge of dancing lights. Valkyrie got a potion of advantage, and Harriet paid Valkyrie 5 gold. and
All
that's
right.
and that's
And
where we left off to
that's where
head
you
to the
guys
big
are
top.
at. Yep.
Woo!
That was sketchy as hell, but I'll fucking take it.
Woo!
You got all the information that we were requiring for the recap. But this is kind of how our group rolls. We just kind of roll with the punches and do what we do. So, yeah,
It's
no, give
been
yourself
a few
inspiration for
weeks.
that.
Woo!
And yeah, I was about to say it's been a little while. I no harm, no foul. You got all the information. Everybody's caught up, and we're ready to fucking do this thing.
I'm really happy
So
I
you
took
guys are
notes.
now headed on your way to the big top. You have the option to participate in the big top if you wish, but there is one character in the party who is participating in the big top, which is Valkyrie. So you guys are heading off that way now. You're still at the snail races. Go.
Well, I obviously need to go.
Well, we'll go with you. I know you need to get ready, but we can at
Valkyrie,
least,
what do you
travel
have
alongside
prepared
you.
for your act?
Oh, I'm an acrobat.
Do you need
So,
some assistance? I think, and I'll like pull out the wand that I just got. I don't really have much use for this, but maybe we could use it as a light show. You know, give your little
Ooh,
performance a little flair.
I could play some dramatic
I
music.
allow it.
I
I'll
mean,
allow it.
I'm not saying no.
Is it just you doing the acrobatic moves, Valkyrie, or do you have like a team or something? Because you can't,
Uh,
you're like me. You can't do knots.
no. I definitely have a troop to assist me. Otherwise, you're absolutely right. That would go horribly wrong, and we don't want that. But yes, there are a few of us. But I'm sure the others would not mind if you assisted us.
Awesome. I will get out my pan flute and start like practicing some tunes as we're walking. Trying to do a little piper action as we head towards the big top.
Well,
All right, give me a performance check.
Starting off good with a nice 14.
Yeah, good song. It's a regular bobber. You know what I'm saying? Not your best work, but your best work is extravagant. So you're just playing to play right now. But it's good. Add 2 gold to your inventory.
Woo!
some
She gave back a
passerby
little bit
just
of her money.
Some passerby just
Alright.
toss you a few.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to look something up right now that is really important for this event.
I know this is going to be different from when my event happened.
Yeah.
Every time you play this, it's always going to be different.
There is one thing that did happen that I forgot to mention to you guys. Candlefoot said that anything you need, you can ask him for. And if he can help you, he will help you. Right now, I'm trying to figure out. You guys took acting lessons, and I'm trying to figure out.
Yes.
There.
Oh God, are you gonna make
Nope,
us do
that's not it
improv?
No, you.
Oh,
It
thank
just
God.
it gives you. If you took acting lessons, you get something. I'm trying not to tell you what it is and ask you if I told you already, but yeah, it's DM fucking dilemma like right now. So I was like, you're supposed to get something from this, and I don't remember what it was. So just give me a second. I gotta look some shit
You
up.
got time. I'm doing notes stuff here, so it's perfectly fine.
Rapidly
Cool.
flipping through the module. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah, that's legit what's going on right now. I'm just going through all these parts. I was like, oh, these are fucking some stuff that you guys get. Like, what is this? It's like, fuck, that's not it. Like,
If it's a PDF, I'm sure you can search for the specific word or thing you're looking for.
it's not a PDF. This is the full module on D&D
Oh, shit.
Beyond. So, like, I can't, like, look through each part, like, development.
Yay! Doing stuff out of order.
Shit. I got ranch dressing on my keyboard.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
shit. You better go get a goddamn napkin, girl.
I got a napkin.
I'll just
We're
leave it
good.
there.
We're good. It only landed on my
Nice.
on my wrist, on my my carpet hole rust.
You don't want to just leave it there for texture? Let it dry up?
No.
No.
Look, I have a special ranch and ketchup combination. I do not like that reminder there.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna just decide what you guys get on my own. Carry on.
Sweet.
Fine. We will.
Alright, so, oh wait, it's still my turn. Damn it! Sorry, I got thrown off real hard right before we started, as you guys know, so.
Well, the stream don't know, but that's okay. I mean, it took
Just know
20 minutes
something.
to do the recap.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just know something. Something happened that was pretty major for me right before we started this. I don't want to involve anybody else, but it threw off my mental pretty hard.
That's fine. I've had an off
Please
day.
stand
Okay,
by.
I've been grumpy pants, so.
All right,
Like,
so
this is the happy thing for me right now.
you guys
I
make
needed
your
this
way
too.
into the Big Top Extravaganza. Is anybody? Are you guys going to go and aid him in his performance?
Yes.
Yes.
Fantastic. So you guys make your way into the back room of the Big Top. It is a large tent. You guys go through the back doors, and you catch a glimpse of the inside as you guys make your way through. The lights dim and a hush falls over the crowd. A second later, a spotlight illuminates a lithe elven figure sitting on a silver loop. Suspended above the center ring is by silk ropes. The elves wear a dazzling suit of diamond-paned mirrors and a pair of butterfly wings, of course. His scepter is topped with a spinning vane. Welcome, one and all, to this evening extravaganza. I am Mr. Light. Prepare to be delighted. As he begins the Big Top extravaganza. You guys have made your way by this time into the dressing room of the Big Top. And in there is every costume that you could ever imagine, every bit of makeup that you could ever imagine, every bit of little stage trick and all the different gallantries and pleasantries that you could have at a big top carnival event. Um, Now you guys get to choose what you want to do to aid in the acrobatics performance of Valkyrie. So, what do you guys wish to do?
Well, Harriet will 100% be playing some dramatic music depending on what stunts she sees Valkyrie perform.
Perfect. So, music backing to
Mm-hmm.
acrobatic display. And then I believe that you said you were going to do magic to hone the
Yeah, I'm just gonna do
atmosphere.
like light effects with the dancing light
You
wand.
just
I
fucking
just got.
lights and sound, baby.
We're going big!
Hell yeah. Okay, so starting off the competition is a large, what appears to be a bugbear, but you can't quite be 100% sure because he's got a pumpkin on his head. And he goes out and he does strongman strengths and things like that. He's lifting dumbbells and then doing the 50 kilogram big old barbells and things like that, throwing giant weights around, and it's pretty goddamn good. Um, then after that, uh, Palsha gets raised out of the center of the stage, and she begins to serenade the crowd. The crowd becomes transfixed, as they always do, seeing as she is who she is and she does what she does. Um, and she begins to serenade everybody with a song actually more beautiful than she has sang in quite a while. Following her closely after, looking happier than he's ever looked in his life, is Candlefoot, as he begins to play games with the members of the audience and do miming tricks and little bits of sleights of hand and things like that, and small minor magics, acting just as good as he was teaching you guys how to earlier. There's coming after that a bunch of fairy dragons. They all pop up. They have streamers tied to their tails and they're flying around. And then you see a bunch of acrobats and clowns and fire breathers all pop out in separate performances, all being um, aided by these dragons with the streamers and as well as the fairy dragon magic casting sparkles, sizzles, and all kinds. It's a dazzling display, needless to say. Now, as you're about to exit, you see Mr. Witch say, "They are not part of the display. Do they wish to sign up as contestants, or would you like to aid in his performance?"
Well, it's a
Oh,
competition?
I wasn't aware it was a competition at all.
Oh, this is a competition. If he wins, much shall be gained for the carnival.
I may
You
have
know
forgot
what?
to mention that part.
I'll help Valkyrie because, you know, we're old friends. Also, I lost a bet a few minutes ago, so.
Roll an insight check, everybody.
Oh, hell yeah! Let's go, natural 20!
Yeah, their turn.
Damn!
So, Harry and Ambrose, you notice his eyes kind of darken a little bit. Um, it's a split second, and it's not anything malicious. It's more a bout of confusion quickly like waved off as he understands that everybody came from somewhere else before they came here. But he's you would get the vibe that he's never heard of Valkyrie having a lot of friends outside or heard of anybody from outside talking to Valkyrie. I think you would get the vibe of that doesn't happen here very often. Like people outside of the carnival normally don't meet back up. So you wouldn't get it in like as a pure of a sense as that, but you get to where he's just like, friends, what? You're not in the carnival. That's kind of the vibe you get.
Okay.
So,
Zachary's
um,
just sweating profusely, like, be nice, don't be rude, don't be rude, don't be rude, don't be rude.
he would
Not
turn
physically
quickly
saying
after
this,
like
but
the
kind of like.
yeah, just like it's my boss. Don't get me fired. He would then turn over to Ambrose and be like, "Are you in the same vein? Do you wish to help him, or do you wish to compete as well?"
I'm not much of a performer. I will just lights. That's all I can do for this.
Interesting. Fine then. Carry on, newly formed troop, and do not displease me. The gates open, and you guys step out on stage.
Can
So,
I?
Valkyrie, yeah, say what you want to say first.
While we were talking to him, can I check to see if there's like a chain or a pocket watch chain on his person?
What's your passive perception?
Passive 13.
That's high enough. There is definitely a pocket watch chain hanging out of his breast coat pocket,
Cool.
and it is tied to his collar. So you definitely see that there is what you would believe is a pocket watch on his person.
That's all. I just want to be sure it's with him.
All right, cool. So Valkyrie, you're going
Yes.
to make all these checks um, with advantage because you took acting lessons, and with a +4 modifier due to 2 companions helping you. Now, everybody else is going to make a performance check based on their proficiency. So how do I put this? Actually, we're gonna need a spell casting roll from uh, Ambrose, along with a performance check, and then for Harriet, what are you doing to help? I forgot already.
I am playing my pan flute. Actually, let's see if I have a different instrument. Let me check
Okay.
something here.
So you'll be doing a straight performance check.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, you'll be doing a straight performance check.
Yeah. It's
So you're
straight
going to do a
music.
performance check. Don't worry. The DC isn't very high because you're lights. And it doesn't really matter where they end up. But you will be doing a performance check paired with a spellcasting roll.
Okay,
So
just
it's whatever
Arcana.
your spell attack modifier. Yeah, or Arcana's fine. Yeah, Arcana's fine.
Okay, cool. They're both
And
+0s. Got it.
fantastic. Okay. Rolling out good. Yeah, and then what I need from you is from you, Valkyrie, is a performance check.
Okay.
Because this is your repetitive performance that you've done many times. So you just need a performance check to do it. These guys are noobs.
So
Except
just
for, of course, Harriet, because she plays her instrument all the time.
so just a straight 20.
It will be a performance check, so it'll be based on your performance modifier.
Performance modifier is there it is.
Yeah, it should be under charisma.
So add 4 to that.
All right. That'll be added 4, correct, because of the help.
Uh,
But that won't be added until they roll their rolls.
Oh.
Because how are they going to help you if they fuck everything up?
Wait, doesn't Valkyrie also have advantage on his rolls?
He does have advantage, correct.
Okay.
So roll it again, Valkyrie. See if you can get a natural 20.
No,
Oh, yeah,
17's
there we
better,
go.
though.
Very good. Very good. All right. Looking good so far. Let's get that performance check from you, Harriet, and then we'll get on to our. Not a wizard. Very good. Okay. Now, the fun part. Let's get some performance and some Arcana from the +0.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, all right, that's good.
Of course.
Okay,
The
okay.
failed wizard.
So magic goes out into the crowd, right? Like two people kind of get caught on fire a little bit. It's not a big deal though because they pat it out quickly, and this song absolutely kills. Like Harriet is fucking just like, oh shit, I need to fucking come through strong, and she just starts wailing on this fucking flute, and then Bakri actually helps put out two of the fires during his performance, flipping and jumping across soldiers. He's patting out fires, gets back onto his ropes, and his performance is absolutely stellar, with the modifier being well above what it needed to have. The mood of the carnival goes up by one as he wins the competition.
Valkyrie walks over to Ambrose, staring daggers.
My friend, Zachary. You see, as I look at the wand, like, it's, malfunctioning, I believe. Sorry.
Valkyrie walks closer. Remember, you can't tell lies.
I believe it's malfunctioning, and I just can't hold secrets.
I fully believe it. That's great.
You can easily do an insight check on that. I'm like, really?
So-
Did you go
Really,
to?
buddy?
What school did you go to?
You've never. Okay, so I will be fair to both of you on this. As much as you may believe he's trying to lie to you, he has just as much saying that he's never used this item before in his life.
That's a good point. Valkyrie's more like you're supposed to be a wizard or a sorcerer,
Yes, supposed
and
to.
you make that freaking mistake.
Look, my parents aren't exactly happy with my way of studying, I suppose. But I have picked up on other skills. Trust me, you'll see eventually. It's just no magic. As I just tap it, trying to get more like dancing lights out, little sparks, not doing anything.
Just like the end's still kind of on fire. He just like looking it out.
Next time, if you're going to set something on fire, try to do the rope because that would actually be mildly exciting.
Oh, well, I could try right now. Actually, you'll see him raise it towards the rope. You want to stop him or?
No, Valkyrie's curious at this point.
Well, hold on. We just raised the mood. No, I don't. Never mind.
Like, do you really want to push that, buddy?
No, it's like, nah, you're right. Maybe not. You'll just see me stow away the wand. But you won, Valkyrie.
Yes, you did. Congratulations, and Harriet will hug Valkyrie.
Valkyrie hugs Harriet back.
She's a hugger, not a fighter.
So what exactly do you get for winning at this competition? Is this the first time you've won?
Now, to be honest with you, I don't know. Yes, this is the first time that
You
I've
guys,
won. Secondly,
you guys see as you're speaking, Burley is waving you towards the doors. You can continue your conversation, but he is waving you towards the back doors.
fine, we're leaving. As we're walking out.
Because right now you guys are still in the middle of the stage. Like,
Oh.
Yeah, we need to get off stage. Off stage.
Oh, right.
Harriet will do like a little flourishly little bow as she just like kind of hops away. Following the boys.
there's a few people kind of
Direction.
staring daggers at Ambrose, but for the most part, everybody seems pretty happy. So you guys do follow after Burley?
Yeah.
And Zachary is just explaining, this is the first time that I've won. Also, I haven't really... I know previous winners, but never really talked to them about what they won.
Mm.
If that makes sense, I believe you sort of get taken aside and given something personally. But, anyways,
So
I
as you
don't
guys
know who to
approach
talk to.
Burley, he says, um, oh well, you did real good out there, Vakri. You did fantastic, and your friends did quite well as well. Uh, for that, as he kind of walks and he takes a step, he goes, "Follow me." As he takes a step, the grass around his feet like starts to dance, and you would notice that everything around you seems to have gotten insanely happier since you stepped out of the door. As the mood goes up by 2 more steps.
Woo!
Which makes you guys having reached maximum mood for the caravan
Yeah.
or for the carnival. Um, he explains to you. He says, "You've been granted an audience with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, all three of you, for contributions that have been for the carnival as well as the contributions here for tonight. Um, I believe they wish to grant you something. So if you would follow me, you can have an audience with the carnival connoisseurs. Come."
Oh,
He whispers into your ear, Valkyrie, and he says, "Everything is not as it seems. Be careful. Your approach could prove most important." And then he begins to take you to the staff area of the carnival,
Zachary was
which is
sweating
surrounded
earlier.
by a high brim.
If Zachary
Yeah,
was
go ahead.
sweating earlier, Zachary is like trying not to be completely drenched in sweat now. They are nervous.
During the walk, I will say he would try to get each of you a little whisper in to be careful of your approach. Says like I would say to Harriet, he says things are not as they seem. Be careful what you say. And to Ambrose, he says, um, careful of your approach. They are not who they seem. So each of you has gotten a little bit of a tidbit as you guys approach the staff area, which is surrounded by 30-foot high thorn bramble bush that is extremely thick and would be nearly impossible to get through without unscathed. As he approaches it, he stops and he puts his hand up, and a path opens up, and he gestures for you guys to go in.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll just walk on through after Valkyrie. Or Valkyrie.
He leads you to a circle of wagons, leaning against a particularly ostentatious wagon. In an aging clown, uh, leaning against a particularly ostentatious wagon is an aging clown with a painted grin. He puffs on a bubble pipe and glares at you as you approach. The bugbear, Burley, ignoring the clown, opens the wagon door and ushers you inside.
Zachary is also very
Uh,
much ignoring the clown.
um,
Hey, don't look.
roll a history check, Valkyrie, and
Okay.
everybody roll a perception check.
That is a nat 20 on the history.
Ooh, with a -1. Yikes.
You do know who this is. I will send
And
you a
a
message.
6 on the perception.
You're just too nervous. That's all.
Yes. I do know who the clown is.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a message. Give me a sec. I'm just trying to find your tag in my messages. I got a lot.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to like this person naturally, but I'll just say right now. In flavor tech, Valkyrie very much does not. Valkyrie does not like clowns.
Wait, isn't one of your bosses?
Yes.
Yes.
One of them is in fact a clown.
Oh, great. That helps even more. Thank you, Anonymous Whisper.
So yeah, you weren't wrong, but like, so yeah, you know who that is. And let me go check the roll.
What is
Harriet,
that? What do they
uh,
do?
you
Out of
hear
curiosity.
they are standing there staring daggers at you guys. Their job is basically internal patrol of the staff area, and you know
Oh.
yeah, like so you know what you know about them. They're not great, but um, Harriet, you overhear Burley saying, like under his breath, he's just like "fucking Falco" as he walks past the clown, and then opens the door to the caravan and lets you in.
Does he say, was it Falco?
That's all you get, but he does Thaco. It's like
Thaco.
Thaco.
Okay, I know that's important.
Was that perception check that you rolled the 21 there, Ambrose?
Yeah, when we got into
You
this
also
area.
hear that too.
Okay.
Yeah, you also hear that too. So you just hear Burley just be like, kind of under his breath, like very unhappy with it. He's just like, fucking Thaco. As you guys enter the wagon, a flamboyant elf grins from ear to ear as he welcomes you into the wagon with a theatrical bow. Please, come in. It is a delight to meet you all. I am Mr. Light, and this is my associate, Mr. Witch. He gestures to a stocky elf lounging on a bunk. Mr. Witch nods to you and doffs his top hat.
Hi, bullshit. Valkyrie just decides better not to talk. Just, just shut up.
Well done tonight. Well done. I will say, best performance yet. Congratulate. Have a seat. Come, speak with
Valkyrie's
us.
face goes red.
Thackeray? A crush on one of them. Harriet's whispering this to Thackeray. Don't have such a red
As
face.
as you guys come in and sit, hold on, got my cord wrapped around my foot. There it goes. Mr. Light gestures towards the scepter. He goes, well, apparently my scepter has decided you guys have done rather well tonight. I would say extremely well, even. It's been an entertaining night for all around, and that is all that matters at the carnival, is it not? You've raised the mood here to an exceptional level, and I believe that we should give you a gift for that.
Again, Valkyrie's not saying anything.
When you say gift, do you mean a gift of our choosing?
Well, Well,
Valkyrie
it's a
again
carnival.
is
We don't
staring
really
daggers
ever
at Ambrose.
choose.
Like, how
Um,
dare you?
he goes, one sec. One sec, I'm reading because this gets a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Oh, not the weirdness.
Oh, trust me, it's about to get weird.
So, they say, the gift will come later, of course, but before that, we would like to know, more about you. Maybe you might possibly be willing to join the carnival, since you, for the most part, did rather well. What brings you here?
Harriet was like, as much as I
I
enjoy the
seem
invitation,
as though
joining new.
I recognize you.
Harriet,
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Harriet does the thing of where she's like, the carnival seems great, but no thanks. I'll pass on that. I have my own gig. But then as soon as like he says that he recognizes us, Harriet then looks down and starts putting her index fingers together like a shamed child. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so I would say both Witch and Light kind of get a little bit of a smile on their face. He goes, so you have been here before. That's good. It's always good to see repeat customers, but I don't always recognize repeat customers.
Last time we weren't exactly customers.
Valkyrie's face goes from blushing to white. Like,
I would say everybody
don't
roll an
say that,
insight
you
check
don't
right
say
now.
that.
Oh God, Harriet! The first bad roll of the night for Harriet. Oh wait, I have inspiration. Is that a reroll, right?
You guys are over here making me. Yeah, that's a reroll. You guys are making me open tabs up left and right.
Oh, am I
Oh,
rolling
not much
insight as
better.
well? Am I also rolling insight here?
Everybody rolls insight.
16.
Witch's expression doesn't really change, but you see Light's expression, which is, as you know, Bobby, always very happy. His smile twitches just enough for you to realize. Oh, actually, no, other way around. Light looks as happy as ever. He's the same cheery clown that you always known and hated. But Mr. Witch, for nearly everybody in the party, actually, Valkyrie, you're the only one that sees. Witch's face kind of drops just a little bit. A slight glare comes across his eye before he fixes his expression and comes back. So you do see a facial expression at the note that they weren't exactly proprietors last time, or sorry, weren't customers last time. And they say, so Witch says, what has brought you to the carnival then? I see is odd enough for a friend to come and meet somebody here at the carnival, where it is hard enough as it is to even get here. But for you to all know each other, come back again, and have been here before on, we'll say, unfavorable circumstances.
Well, I kind of just wander because I have no sense of direction. And Harriet will stand up and try to walk towards the door. Depending on where it is in the room.
Roll that dice.
a 3. So she's heading.
You walk into a wall.
Whoa! That!
Light cracks up. Funniest thing is seen all day. Witch frowns. Everybody can see it with their passives. Like, they obviously have very different reactions to the same thing, but you could roll another insight if you want.
Sure. Whoa, that's better.
So you know that they are hiding something. You would assume that they know what happened here.
You could say I'm looking for answers, maybe, because this was the place where I lost that ability to see where I'm sitting. And she will kind of like look at Ambrose and Zachary. Guys, a little help. Can I like get me back to my seat?
And
Zachary's
so,
gonna very
with that,
quickly drag Harriet back to her seat, sit her down.
with that, Light, which calms Light's laughter and goes, well, we do regret that you guys seem to be missing things. But you have to understand that it's nothing to do with us personally. We simply run the carnival. What happens in the carnival happens in the carnival. Not much we can do about it. There are forces at work on the other side that are entirely beyond our control. And the wheel of time turns ever on. What's lost is lost. What's gone is gone.
Zachary's gonna interject, voice low. No. No, I don't understand. Like, being quiet
What
this
do you not
entire
understand?
time. You two are supposed to be the head honchos of this entire thing. And yet you don't have control over what happens at your own carnival. Explain to me how that could possibly make sense.
Well, there are people that do what they wish here, obviously. We've had that tyrant running rampant in the grounds, causing chaos all over. We've had disappearances and such. Two of us can't possibly keep an eye on everything, yes? It's part of your job, partially. Though we have not
It's part of
really
our
given
job
you
as performers.
well, to report to the guards, obviously, but other than that, you're not required to do anything. But information spreads slowly when everybody is busy, at the very least.
You know, don't you? You know that those things have been going south for the past few days. Are you even
Whatever are you talking
attending to
about?
it?
I haven't the slightest what you mean.
Do you not know what's going on? I'm
You
having
guys
a
can
hard
roll
time
insight
buying that.
checks if you want to.
Zachary just rattles off the number of things that they've seen going wrong in
Give
the
me
past.
what you're rattling off.
So they rattle off there's been somebody that broke in that was heckling our main performer, or one of our main performers at the lake.
Okay.
Nobody seemed to do
start
anything
with
about it.
that one. She's just a disgruntled guest, a troublemaker whose fey patron, Zabina, dwells in the Feywild domain of Prismia. As Zabina also is a patron of the Witchlight Carnival. But we haven't been able to get in contact with her for quite a while.
Do you know
What is your
about the
next
bard? Do you know about the bard that's been here multiple days in a row without any butterfly wings?
about the what?
Do you know about the bard that snuck in that has not paid once?
He's talking about Elowick without
Bard?
saying Elowick's name.
Yeah. It's like Bard? No.
Harriet
They did not have
hits
wings?
Packer
We've heard nothing about this.
on the arm like, no! The bard paid for our tickets.
Would you please extrapolate some for us? We'd like to know where they're at.
Don't know, they vanished. We saw them at the feasting orchard.
They were able to vanish within these grounds.
Sorta?
Thought they were.
Interesting.
You know,
You may
afraid-
wish to not involve yourselves further with them. They could be dangerous.
well,
There's certain wards and spells that prevent certain things from happening on these grounds.
I'm curious about the girl in the pig mask at the Hall of Illusions. That was creepy.
Insight check, everybody.
Harriet would have a little more, like, style.
Ooh,
for
that's a
saying that,
dirty 23.
But she would eventually say
Ambrose and Valkyrie. You catch them look at each other for half a second before they say, "We have no idea what you're talking about."
Valkyrie hesitates for the faintest of seconds, like, these are my bosses. Liar.
Would you wish to repeat yourself?
You heard me.
I could pretend not to, and we continue on the night. But if you wish to escalate things, I'm more than happy to.
I'm just wondering why on earth you would be hiding something potentially dangerous to your guests. I mean, you want this place to be happy. Why would you hide something potentially dangerous to their well-being?
Light would say, if you paid the fee, the fun is free. If you have not, we'll take something from thee.
What's that have to do with a
The
potential
rules are the rules.
portal?
I'll let your
Harriet
old
did not
insight
mention
check
the
stand.
portal. Harriet
I
didn't
was gonna
mention
say,
the
I'll
portal,
let
she
your
just-
old insight check stands, and you would see an immediate, like, kind of like stop, and they look at each other again, and they say,
That's
There
a
are forces
nat
at work.
one on that.
so they say, there are forces at work that are beyond our control. They do follow our rules, though. So, if you follow the rules of the carnival, no harm will come to you.
What in the nine hells is that supposed to mean? We have no control over them, yet they follow our rules.
That is the only form of control that we can submit. And that is all I can tell you. So, understandably, I believe it is time for you to leave.
Leave here or leave the carnival?
You
Just
just here.
specifics matter.
You don't need to leave the carnival. That is fine.
Good.
I
Yeah,
would
'cause I haven't used all
ask
my
you
tickets
to. I would ask you to keep your nose where it should be and not into our business. But ask Thaco out there, and he will give you a gift, as we agreed to.
Does it
So
have to be Thaco?
carry on. Well,
I could talk to Taco for you.
you know how
Not
he
upset,
is.
Zachary.
You would
Permission to
tell that
speak
he
freely,
was
sir.
telling the truth about everything that he was saying if you have a passive of over 13 or you rolled an insight check over 13. You would know that he was being honest. Like, there's just shit that he can do.
Permission to speak freely, sir.
Choose your words wisely.
Thaco's an asshole.
Well, yes, Thaco is an asshole. But
Zachary slightly
he's very
smiles.
dedicated to his job. His job is to protect the staff area. It's kind of better to have an asshole than a big bad heart. And he kind of like glares at Burley for a second.
What's wrong with having a big heart?
Sometimes rats get into the soup.
Isn't it poop gets into the soup?
Well, no, it's just hungry little rats. And somebody was sorry for them. Thaco eats rats. Therefore, head guard.
I'm glad I didn't run into
Now.
Taco when I was here.
We're finished with this. Leave us now. And
Zachary's
then
going to.
Burley opens the door and gestures for you guys all to leave.
Harriet waits for either Zachary or Ambrose to walk first because otherwise. Actually, no. For roleplay purposes, Harriet's gonna try to walk out the door first because she said she talked to. Taco.
Remember, it was fine the first time when you were just doing it to prove that you lost something, but you know that if you're looking at something and trying to go in that direction, you're not gonna walk away from a door, even if you've lost your sense of direction. There's no way that you're gonna be looking at a door and walk the opposite direction. That's insane. That's absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying?
True, but
That's
fun.
impossible
It's
to play
fun.
around. That's absolutely impossible to play around if you legitimately
going to-
can't even walk to what you can see. Now, trying to find somewhere, on a map or whatever,
Okay.
and being like, okay, we need to go north, and then you're like, all right, north is this way, and then you just start walking northeast or something, or fucking southwest or whatever. That makes a lot of sense. But if you're looking at something and you can't walk at it, that's crazy. That makes no sense.
All right.
Especially since the other ones are I can't tie normal rope. You know what I'm saying? There's a huge difference between I can't tie normal rope and I can't walk to my bathroom.
Fair. All right. So, Harriet then will walk out the door, and then if Thaco's still out there, she'll go to him.
Zachary's going to linger in the
Hello.
doorway, hesitating.
Did you get the gift or whatever? All right, what animal you want?
Animal? Ooh. Can I get a bunny?
Yeah, I can do that. And he blows up a balloon and starts to tie a balloon animal of a bunny rabbit. And ties it on a string and hands it to me.
Really? This is what I get? This is the prize for helping Zachary win the competition?
I mean, shit, you get what you get, man. It ain't my rules.
Harriet will turn around.
Next!
Zachary, Ambrose, seriously! This is what we get!
Zachary's still lingering in the doorway. Gearing themselves up to ask something.
So did Ambrose leave ahead of Zachary, or is he still inside as well? Mesto, you there?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, we can't hear you. Can you hear us?
Makes me feel bad if Ness just been trying to talk this whole time. Ah,
Yeah.
Mista was trying to charge their headphones earlier.
Hello?
Test, test.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Oh my goodness, I've been trying to talk. I didn't realize my mic
I
wasn't
was
working.
just like, yo, I was like, hold on. There's been someone that hasn't said anything for a while in my head, and I was
Oh,
like, wait, Mesto, are you even there right now?
I just thought that you were rolling with Valkyrie stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll let him take the lead. It's okay. It's
All right,
like,
no, let's scale it back. What were you trying to get across? Because like you also have some like inside checks to roll and such like that too. So
uh, I was gonna ask about when he mentioned the other side. It's just like, when you say the other side, perhaps are you mentioning the Feywild? And then I was gonna like try to go on a tangent about, because I can't keep secrets. So once it starts rolling, I assume he'd just let it all out. I
oh
would.
fucking a, I didn't even think about that. So everybody roll an insight check as they say, whatever do you mean? Yeah, so we're scaling it back. Everybody's back in the thing. And you don't have your bunny rabbit
Scale
yet.
it back. Yeah, no bunny for Harriet has no bunny.
rewind.
All right.
Okay, so let's see. So everybody sees them go, whatever do you mean? And everybody realizes that they know exactly what the fuck you mean.
What do I mean?
There is for sure a way to the Feywild in this carnival.
Look, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, I'm not gonna mince words with you. I'll get straight to the point. I'm truly here just to find my grandpa. It was just fortune for me to see my old friends here, but. And I'll just take out my book to show him the picture or the drawing of him. This is my grandfather. He disappeared from this carnival. And from what it seems like, you both know that there's some kind of connection or a portal to the Feywild. And I believe that's where I can find him.
I'm sorry, sir, but I absolutely have no idea what you're talking about. And with your insight checks that you had before, even your passives, you would see that he's saying that in a way to warn you off. It seems as though he wasn't lying when he said that there's nothing they can do about it and that he can't talk about certain things. I would say Valkyrie, and I think it was Ambrose that rolled a good insight check against Diane, right?
Diane.
It's like Diane was the centaur. Well, not the centaur, but
Oh, yeah,
at the carousel. So yeah, I think it was you that rolled a really good insight about her that said that she was keeping something from you but was still trying to help you. It's not exactly the same vibe as that, but you for sure get the vibe that they legitimately cannot tell you anything more than they've told you. That like in that subject specifically. Like they're just like, I don't know anything about a portal. I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about a pig-faced girl. I don't know nothing about that. And
Ambrose.
that's what they're gonna stick with. Period.
Yes, Valkyrie.
What was the name of that one patron that we heard of again?
Patron. You're talking through
You're
the
talking about
whispers in our heads.
Zabina.
Yeah, I'm talking to Ambrose in a whisper. I'm like, ask if they have anything to do with why they aren't able to do anything.
Okay, I'll be honest, I don't have the name written down. What's the name again?
Zabina.
Were you talking about Zilbina?
Yes.
Yeah, the Lord of the Feywild, the Queen.
Lord of the Feywild.
So is that the question you're going with?
I'm
'Cause
trying to get
they already
Ambrose.
answered that.
Yeah.
They said they haven't been able to contact her for quite a while. She's one of the patrons of the carnival, and they haven't been able to contact her for quite some time.
Well, Kettlestrum's going to be upset.
Well, she seems to be on that type of nature. I hope that she can figure it out for all of our sakes, but it is what it is. What is lost is lost.
But what's lost
Understood.
is lost can eventually be found, right?
Who am I to say? I am simply a purveyor of the arts and a carnival owner myself.
No one owns true
I simply
art.
wish to bring good cheer and happiness to all those around me. You said you wanted a what?
Oh, Harriet's
Well,
like,
it seems,
oh, go ahead.
we've overstayed our welcome. Rises from their feet. Come, friends, let us go walk through the portal.
Whoa! Power move!
Oh, they're very
They
much
just they
seeing.
sit
Oh,
and
is
smile.
Mr. Light and Mr. Witch going to like flinch on this deliberately wanting to go through the portal if they're trying to hide the fact that there's even a portal here?
Well, you guys have already figured out that there is, and they both know it. So they don't even flinch. They just sit there and smile and say, "Have a fantastic time at the carnival."
Okay.
And they inform us to get our price from Thaco.
And then the Thaco thing. Then you get your bunny rabbit, and then we'll move to the next individual.
Bunny! Ambrose! Thackeray! I bet you
Come
get
in,
one
come
too.
in. What exactly does it do, though? You see me like poking your inflated bunny.
Hey! Don't touch my bunny!
What's wrong? It's just an air balloon, isn't it?
My bunny.
Becca, what exactly are we supposed to do with this thing?
Oh well, when you get your own, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
Ah, very
Anything
insightful.
special?
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie to you; it legitimately does not tell me what these do. So I'm gonna make up something random every single time you try and use one of them.
Sweet!
It will be beneficial to whatever situation. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. While you're in the carnival, if you use your balloon for something, I will give you advantage on something. That's what we're gonna use the balloon for.
Oh, okay. Cool. Technically,
So
it's like another inspiration. Got it.
yeah, basically just giving you an extra inspiration because you guys raised the mood to max. There has to be some sort of reward for that, and this is the reward for getting to max mood. And it legitimately does not tell me in the DM description what it does. So
Well,
I'm
that
just
could be
gonna fucking make it up
something-
like I always do.
Hell yeah!
That could be something useful.
So yeah, what animal are you guys each getting? We'll go with Ambrose first.
Oh, this should be very simple for you. I'd like a snake.
Blows up a balloon, ties it off, and hands it to you.
It's a very firm
goes,
looking
fucking
snake.
snake. There you go. And it's just straight up and down. Like, he even ties the string on the end, like specifically out of spite. You can tell like he starts to like go to the center to start to tie it, looks you in the eyes, and then moves down to the end and ties it, and then hands it to you.
It's a dick.
Wonderful. Well, hold on.
Hardest one
Sorry,
I've done
out of
all
character.
day. Next.
Exquisite craftsmanship on this balloon.
Best fucking snake you ever seen, huh? Get out of the way.
You see me just like stand next to Harry, just trying to figure out what this thing does.
Really? No, like sections to the snake? I mean, come on.
Have you ever seen a snake with fucking sections?
Yes.
It's a weird fucking snake. You should probably kill it.
Yeah, it's when the snake actually eats something, you can see kind of a bulge on it. There's no bulge on the snake. It looks like a penis.
Oh, well, it's a starving snake. It is what it is. I mean, shit, dick, snake, it's all the same thing. It starts small, gets bigger right at the end. He goes, actually, no, here, I got you. And he ties a small piece of string right at the one end that is sticking straight up. So now it looks like a dick.
Ah, I see. The tip of the head. The snake. Yes, of course.
Yeah, snakehead. That's exactly what it is. Carry on, motherfucker.
Thank you, thank you.
Alright, what do you want, fucker? Fuckery. I don't even know why you're still here.
Valkyrie folds.
Can't believe you
their
actually
arms.
won. It's crazy. You just do flips and shit.
Valkyrie folds their arms. I won an adult red dragon.
Ooh.
Starts to pull out multiple balloons. And after a little bit of time, he does hand you what has the semblance of an adult red dragon. It's big. It's way bigger than your guys' balloons. He took like 6-7 balloons to get this adult red dragon down, but he does successfully recreate an adult red dragon and hands it to you. It's got like 3 strings. He goes, I even gave you extra strings so you make the wings flap. Fucker. Now get the fuck out of here. Burley, get these assholes out of here, man. I don't even know what you're doing. Fucking
Thackeray,
bringing
I-
these douche nuggets.
Sounds like he likes you.
For the 3rd time today, Valkyrie stares daggers at Ambrose.
That's
So-
great. Come on, have a little fun.
As you guys start to walk towards the entrance of the staff area, Burley takes an abrupt left and says, come with me. Still within the staff area, but he heads towards a wagon with multiple jack-o'-lanterns all over it.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna follow.
Oh,
Is everybody just following?
So following.
I would say, Valkyrie, you know Burley as a stand-up dude.
Him I trust.
Alright. So, he pulls you aside. He guys, he leads you into his wagon, which is covered in jack-o'-lanterns all over the place. Inside, the chairs are themed after pumpkins and Halloween style, and he lounges back in a big ol' one of those like fucking beanbag chairs or whatever. It's a jack-o'-lantern beanbag chair, and that's basically all the seats inside of it is just jack-o'-lantern beanbag chairs. And so he's just like, have a seat if you really want to, and he pulls off the fucking jack-o'-lantern on his head. And this is the first time you've ever seen him remove his jack-o'-lantern head. um, for you, Valkyrie. And he says, as he has a worried expression on his face, bad things have been happening at the carnival for a while. People and things have been going missing. My bosses know more than they're telling, but the hands are tied somehow. You're the first people I've met who might be able to set things right. Also, the first people I've met that have brought it to their attention directly. Congratulations for that. Witch and Light, they are good people, but you'll need something stronger than what is holding you back in order for them to say anything. You must understand that. They do wish to run this carnival on their own terms, but as you know, being attached to the Feywild such as it is, there's certain things that happen to certain people that certain rules just do not apply. I would
So-
suggest you go for the watch.
The pocket
I
watch.
will also point out, like, the moment that Burley's done talking, Valkyrie's, like, stone-faced complexion drops, and they're back to, like, not sweating, but more, oh god, did I say something wrong? They're gonna find me, oh god, no, no.
I think Burley would just be like, calm the fuck down now. This is my tent. You know that all the staff tents have their own wards placed on them, and what is said inside cannot be heard about.
But I cussed him out for not doing things and...
Else, they still made the deal, correct? It's not entirely not their fault.
Are you sure? I didn't... I need this job.
Well,
Zachary.
if you help them out of the situation, there's a good chance that you could become, I don't know, co-director or something. Think about it like this.
Co-director Valkyrie.
Think about it like this. They have a very serious issue that even they can't solve. And I believe that your group can solve it. If you solve it, who would be most in your debt?
Okay.
So think
Oh.
about it that way. Don't
Hold
think
on.
about what the issue is now. Think also that with all the things that you just said to them, and all the things you all told them, the fact that you're still inside the carnival should tell you something.
Yes. You're right, yes.
If it was something they
Yes.
wanted to hide, what better time to murder you all?
Especially since we just won. Disappearances are easy to make in a carnival.
Yeah,
But-
as has been proven here.
Are you saying they want us to fix this without saying they want us to fix things? Because I do recall you saying things are not as they appear to be.
Yeah, I believe, personally, I cannot say whether or not it's one way or the other, but I do not believe they appreciate the circumstances they are currently involved in. And that's as much as I can say for sure. I knew Witch and Light before. I've been here a long time. And at some point in time, disappearances started to happen and their actions started to change. Since then, they become rather guarded. But they've still done their best to maintain cheery, hopeful atmosphere. Now you should know that Monarch is chosen by light carriers. He has no control over the Monarch. But his name, the happiness, here.
Dottie, you gone robotic.
Mm-hmm. Very robotic.
I was gonna say I did not understand a word of that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd I cut out at?
You cut out right at the beginning.
Yeah, whatever that last
Oh,
sentence was.
that was all freestyle too. So, uh, all right. So where like what was the last thing I said?
Shit,
They
I'm
would-
typing my notes.
I'm pretty sure there was something about they would have killed you if they wanted to, and then it started getting slightly jarbled and I didn't quite catch it. And then the last
Okay,
thing that you
yeah,
said
we'll
was
just
like,
go from there. We'll just go from there. Okay, so he would say that like if you have to be honest, they could have killed you if they wanted to at that moment in time. So it only makes sense that they didn't want to and let you back into the carnival for some reason, one way or the other. What I believe is that they have need of some sort of outside help, which is why you were able to still walk around. Now, I know that the monarch is chosen by the Witchlight's Thane, his light staff. So they honestly have no control over who the monarch will be. But it will be the guest whoever contributed the most to the carnival, which you guys are at the top of the runnings as of now, having provided an extravagant amount of aid to that fact. So, what do you guys wish to do? We got a couple minutes.
I'll be completely honest with you.
Real quick, who was it that finished the quest with? No, never mind. Carry on. I remembered.
When I just got done saying that I really need this job,
Look, that
But
girl.
do
you really
you
want to
need
be in the
it?
carnival forever?
Don't you want to leave and
Yeah.
see what's on the outside?
This place stole your freedom in a way. Not just your handwriting.
If you ever had one, that is.
you shut up. But
I mean, do you want to be an
you see
acrobat?
Zachary hesitating and kind of seemingly talking to themselves again?
Even if you wish to continue on at the carnival, would you rather be a mere acrobat or an acrobat that helped restore the entire carnival to the rightful way that it was supposed to be? I would believe that one gives you a lot more sway and leniency and a paycheck, to be honest, than the other does. Why are you sitting out there and I'm sitting in here?
It's just- It's difficult to
It all
explain,
comes
okay?
down to usefulness.
It's difficult to explain. Okay?
Zachary, has this become your home?
don't have anywhere to go.
Which is fine. You're obviously welcome here. It's just here might not be here if we don't fix this. They're obviously worried about what's happening. And I would say you as characters will recall the conversation of saying that the place might get shut down if this isn't fixed and all that stuff from Kettle Stream.
Right.
So like you guys heard like an actual conversation between those two, terrified about what might happen to this carnival. Like I would like to reiterate that to you guys. Like that's definitely something that's fresh in your characters' minds.
I wrote down that conversation. Let's see here. Yes. Someone is going to find out, and we could be shut down. Hourglass Coven takes what they want, and you know the deal. That's what I was able to remember.
So that is information your characters alone have right now, other than Kettle Stream, obviously. But you don't know who else might know that, but you do know. Okay, I'm gonna lay it out flat for you guys right now. You have Burley, who is trying to help you do something surreptitious to help the carnival. There is a conversation you had with the White Witch and Light. It's White and Lich. Yeah, whatever.
Witch and Light.
Yeah, Witch and Light. And
they... damn it.
There, tongue twister do it.
So your old bitch was talking to white bitch, and yeah, sorry, that was inappropriate, but it was fucking hilarious.
I'll be fair. Dottie did this last time too. Because this did happen.
Oh,
last
I
time.
drink a lot and smoke a lot of weed, so it is what it is. So, yeah, so you've had this conversation where they have refused to tell you more than what they have told you. They have let you go back into the carnival, knowing full well that you're here for something. Now, Burley has pulled you aside, trying to get you guys to do something. You've also had a bard that has told you that you're here to do something. And that they're willing to help you. They got you here, they got you in, all these things. So, what do you guys take this as?
I believe this is our only lead to just getting what we've lost.
Not only that, we get to be heroes. Technically, we can reset the carnival. Ooh, Valkyrie. That could make you like the head acrobat, like the best in the show, no matter what.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure that I want to do solely what I'm doing right now. I do have other ideas.
That's
Besides
fair.
just there are certain ideas that I've tried to pass that have gotten shot down by my superiors, but I would like being able to do my own thing.
Burley gives you a big clap on the shoulder and says, nobody's one-dimensional. All you gotta do is try to get to where you want to be. So where do you want to be?
I want to be where my ability, where I can get my sense of direction back and maybe get the chance to go home.
And you,
Valkyrie
Ambrose?
mutters,
Where do you want to be?
Nowhere really. I guess if I had an answer, I would like to be wherever my grandpa went.
And Bakri, you wish to stay here or do more?
I want to be somewhere where I feel like I belong.
Well, judging by the performance tonight, you certainly belong here. But judging on the way you got here, who knows? And also, you've only been here ever since you were young. How will you ever find out if this is where you're supposed to be? If this is where you stay?
Becker just slightly nods.
Don't get me wrong. If you are all able to fix this problem, any of you can come back here whenever you want. I'm sure Witchlight might do whatever is in their power to assist you in that.
Within their power to say. Obviously.
As of now, their powers are not what they used to be.
Barely.
Again, I will reiterate that the disappearances and things like this haven't always been the case here. They've only happened to start within the last few months. They started, well, I guess, 8 years ago, but the serious problems have started recently.
Burley, do you know anything about the girl with the pig mask?
I've heard rumors, but I don't know anything specific. I would say Derlegrand, Candlefoot, Pulsha would be the best people to help in these regards.
What up, train?
I did not hear those names.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, train. It's a. Wait a second. Got train action going on.
I didn't know there's trains through this carnival. It's nice.
Oh yeah, it's one of the newest attractions. It's very
It's
well
train-
received.
I think
Yeah,
one of the geese is
Yeah.
malfunctioning on that ride. I think it's just letting out a loud
So-
honk.
yeah.
The
they're
names
trying
are-
to fix out the bugs, but it seems to be well received.
The names are Derlegrand, Candlefoot, and Palasha, which are all names that you would distinctly and immediately recognize. It is the Displacer Beast, the Mime, and the Mine.
Oh, people we've already met. Awesome.
He warns you, though, stay away from Taka. Staka's a piece of shit.
Honestly, he gave me a bunny.
Don't
Holds up her balloon.
Didn't you want that, Harriet?
I did want a bunny, but I just thought he'd go more towards my likeness. Not an actual bunny. Her ear twitches.
Yeah, it's full on just a regular bunny rabbit. Like,
I don't know. I think he did pretty well on my snake. It's nice and firm.
that's
so
just
out
a big
of character laugh. Harriet's not laughing at that.
out of character.
Burley just straight up says, that's just a big dick.
Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke. Don't make
Very
the joke.
Taka.
Harriet already did.
It's not a tuna can. It's like a salami.
I will say, if either Ambrose or Harriet wants to roll a perception check whenever Thalco's name is mentioned, feel free.
Actually, that'd be more of an insight, wouldn't it?
Would it be an insight against Valkyrie?
Insight's to discern something. Unless you're cringing at the name of Falco, then that would be perception.
It's more cringing at the name of Falco. Yeah, or Falco, yeah.
That would be perception. I have a 12 passive, so.
Barely.
I don't know how that works, actually.
If anything, Harriet knows you don't.
How what works?
Back up. Perception versus insight. With
Or like how? What are they trying to?
So
if I'm.
So with if you're talking about mood and how you feel about something, you would be trying to deceive if you are trying to deceive, but if you're not, then it would be their passive insight, because insight is insight is like when you look at someone, you get like the bad vibe off of them or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think someone might be lying to you, when they when you look at somebody and you're just like because I've come across instances where I've seen somebody steal something from a store and been like, they're gonna get caught, and then they get caught and you're just like, I fucking do it. That's insight.
It's not trying to deceive them, it's more
Where perception is the seeing them do yeah, so that would be passive insight for them to see if they notice something about you as a person.
Did they notice
so
a
if
specific
passive
thing when we're talking about Thaco, or actually in the present of Witch and Light, did you notice this as well?
I would say with how you acted, it was pretty obvious. They wouldn't even have to roll for it. And you were not unclear about how you felt about the situation. So it's not like you were trying to be deceptive at all.
Nope.
With how you acted. You were very honest and open at some point in time. So they would know for sure how you felt about them.
Yep. Valkyrie.
But for future reference,
visibly shaking.
Insight is, yeah, in the future, insight is for sure how you react to something, or how somebody is if somebody's trying to lie to you, if you can see that they're they do the shifty eye movements, or they do the clasping of hands, or the unintentional movements of the head, you know what I'm saying? The things that you would try to catch a liar to.
Yep.
And I would say it's probably pretty clear that Thaco and Valkyrie are not friends.
Oh, Harriet caught on to that very quickly.
Ambrose is just assuming they had a bad relationship. Just...
Oh, no. Valkyrie's
they dated. And then it just ended badly.
Trying not to be visibly shaking, hiding it very badly.
Burley. Question for you. You mentioned
Hopefully
something.
An answer for you.
You mentioned something about the watch. Why specifically?
Well, I have a plan. It's interesting, to say the least. But the watch controls the time of the carnival, as well as it's the only way to open and close it. Staff controls the mood, or reads the mood of the carnival, I guess would be more accurate. So it is the way to know whether or not the carnival is doing good or bad. So with the watch, there's no way for them to leave again. And Mr. Witch seems to be very, very prompt in his times of leaving and setting up. So, I would say, give me a second. If you were able to steal the watch before the crowning ceremony, you may be able to leverage answers. Now, if you're unable to, of course, then you will be kicked out of the out of here, and then given over to whatever is holding power over them, I assume. But by the sound of your story, you also have another progenitor or another ally, I guess, who is also looking for the same thing. And I will be honest with you, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light not knowing somebody inside the carnival is strange, to say the very least. So I don't know exactly where it would lead to steal it, but it would definitely give you enough leverage to get them to tell you straight up exactly what happened. The chain is magical that attaches to the watch, and Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are rather powerful individuals themselves. But getting a hold of that pocket watch means you have control of the entire carnival.
Do you have any semblance of a plan to actually obtain the watch?
Zachary, I think he means he wants us to get the watch.
I understand that, but seeing as they keep it on them at all times, I can't even fathom how we're supposed to do that. But, I mean, sure?
Been here a long time and haven't been able to figure out myself.
I mean, it's not
So-
like you can just randomly go up to them and be like, hey, that's a nice looking watch. Do you mind if I have a closer look?
I mean, there's no shame in asking.
I would obviously choose a surreptitious way to gain it. I certainly would not ask them to take it. They would probably immediately answer it. But if there's some way for you to gain control of the watch, you could do something with that. There might also be an option for you to find this teleporting barge we're talking about. Teleporting within the confines of this area is different. Not very many can do it.
And that barge didn't have any wings. They came in here.
That oversight, again,
Without losing
have
anything.
you ever, Valkyrie, have you ever reported anybody for not having wings? Or have you ever been told what to do with somebody without any wings? Or have you ever been asked to take care of somebody without any wings?
Thackeray frowns. The fact that they said we need to be like reporting things and we'll take care of it. To who? I've reported certain weird things to the security, and they seem to be like, yeah, we'll take care of it. I never hear anything further on it.
Have you ever seen the security actually do it? Other than
No.
escort out violent guests.
No, I have not.
I haven't either. But you have all lost things here, correct? Which I assume means that you did something here that was of ill repute. No offense, of course, but
Sneaky in.
am I correct?
Sneaky in. Yeah.
Did you guys run into the guards or the staff or anyone else when that happened to you?
Harriet goes into deep thought and then shakes her head. Actually, no.
So it would seem to me as though that's not what happens. The issue is the rules here have been bent. And it's not their choice. It seems to be something else's. Because as powerful as they are, as well understood as they are, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are overly good people. They are honestly trying to run this caravan in as fantastic a way as possible, from my point of view. So why would they allow your direction to be stolen if they had any control over it? Over something as simple as a few silver. Being kicked out and banned would be plenty enough, right?
It would.
So, I leave it to you. You have, of course, many options. But where you want to go from here is entirely up to you. I won't be able to help you, seeing as I am in the position I am. But if it comes down to it, you could always ask for my advice. Though, getting into the staff area during carnival hours is rather difficult. So your options are now, when you steal the watch, rely on your outside companion to figure it out yourselves.
I have a thought.
Go on.
Listening.
I don't like it because it's complicated,
Risky.
Fun.
insanely risky, more complicated than anything.
Everybody
do we
roll
know
a
the
perception
limits?
check.
Do we know the limits of our new friend's abilities yet? I mean, they are a bard, and they do seem to have the ability to at least teleport undetected. But
Not just
I'm
undetected.
wondering on their illusory skills.
If
Roll a
you're
perception check.
Hmm?
Roll a perception check while you're talking about that, Zachary.
if you're curious about illusionary skills, then perhaps our Kenku friend. They're out and about shapeshifting. They could mock the voice of anyone they choose. Perhaps they could just impersonate Mr. Witch or Mr. Light, whoever has or who does not have the pocket watch, and mm, persuade them to give it to them.
Yes, but I think she was
You guys
trying to
hear
get
a
it to
chuckle.
out.
Harriet and Valkyrie hear a chuckle from the inside corner of the wagon, farthest away from the door, sitting up on the edge. I mean, Kettle Stream's okay, but I'm pretty great.
You!
As you see Eloic Tumblestrom sitting on a cushion where you guys know nobody was sitting before. She goes, illusory? Nah, I'm like pretty much the best at that too, but it's not my strong suit. So what were you guys trying to figure out?
Are you able to duplicate things? Or at least make something that would pass as the real object?
Are you thinking sleight of hand
So-
here, Valkyrie?
You're trying to steal something. It is your
both
choice,
of
of
you,
course.
yeah.
I will not involve myself any further than I need to. Because rules are rules, but no. There's no way I could possibly duplicate that one.
But there is a way to duplicate it.
No. Not that item specifically. I could make something that looks like it, yes. Would be
That's more on
yeah, that
what
would be well within my means, but I'm not allowed to directly help you. I can only give you advice.
That was more
Well,
on what
until
I was,
the time comes, of course.
That was more on what I was thinking is more something that will distract, something that looks enough like the watch that we can distract them long enough to grab the real thing and possibly we pause for a moment.
Are you saying we should heist the watch by distraction? Harriet looks
I
a
am.
little excited.
Well, I have been practicing my sleight of hand.
I know how to do
Well-
minor illusions, and I do have a mage hand.
While we're on the topics of doing sketchy things, uh, just curious, Valkyrie, Burley, do either of you know, let's see here, what's his name again? Mr. Witch schedule, if he's ever alone, or perhaps takes a nap at some point, and I'll pull out the custard invisibility. I'm not sure if this can help you guys with your little heist, but I'll just hold it out to you two. You guys seem like you have this little theft thing going on.
Yeah, without
What,
any
Ambrose,
rolls
you don't
or
want to help us get
passive,
the watch?
you would see
Other than
Eloic
that.
has a big smile that comes across her face.
Wait a minute.
I don't even know where they tend to stay during what hours, to be honest with you.
You would know that normally they would be out and
Never
about
mind.
separately. But there is one guaranteed time that they would be moving almost completely alone, and that is right before the crowd exam. You would also know that the crown gives a major, it gives a really good gift to whoever gets it. And you
That's
all
not
also
for.
know that you guys are in range of getting the crown.
That's not for a decent amount of time, though. Correct?
You guys are only halfway through the night.
Yeah.
It are people crowned nightly?
Every night there is one crown given. You guys are now just barely over halfway to the crown giving ceremony.
I mean, honestly, if you want to waste the rest of the day and wait until the crown ceremony to potentially do it at that point, like, as they're distracted giving us the crown, try and sleight of hand them that way, but
Well, I do have a little magic hand that could possibly grab it. But if it's enchanted chain, chances are it's going to be a lot harder to get. Look, I'll admit I may have pickpocketed a few people. Girls gotta eat somehow.
I'm more concerned. That only controls the carnival. I'm more concerned that we need to go through that mirror.
Yes, but if the carnival disappears while we're through that mirror, or before we could get to it, we'll be kicked out. You'll be stuck here still, but Ambrose and I won't.
Well, if you're within the carnival and it leaves, you will be within the carnival.
Oh, hold on a sec.
And that's Burley saying that. It says, if you are still here when we leave, we will be here, wherever we end up. Now, the portal itself, I don't understand how that works. Then Ella would chime in. Then, the portal goes to the Feywild. The Feywild does what the Feywild does. As soon as you enter there, you must know that everything you know about the world you're in now means nothing. The only way in and out of the Feywild is a matching location. The normal way. So, if you choose to take the path of going into the Feywild, then you'll have to find your own way out. Because you will not be coming back in.
So they're saying we can't necessarily get back the way we came.
But we're talking about a realm. A realm that's split up into four pieces, inside of a realm that's split up into multitudes, connected to every realm in all of existence. Do you understand
I do.
that? Good. It means I've chosen wisely.
There's just so much that needs to be done. Where to begin, though?
Again, in the why not go have some fun?
Be kind of hard to have fun with all this information now.
Excuse me?
It'll be a lot harder to have fun if you guys don't succeed.
So, So, are we killing time before the crowning ceremony and just praying that nothing bad happens along the way?
Well, the most opportune time for us to take the watch is either before the crowning or during the crowning. Unless you want to do it now, then I suggest we just kill time, waiting for those 2 moments.
Well, you're missing one moment.
We know where they are right this minute.
Well, I guess 2 moments then. Because where there's a before, where there's a during, there's also an after.
We could try to get it after the crowning ceremony. Like just after it finishes. If we can't get it at the start.
Either way, unless we
And
wish
if you
to.
even need it at all.
Do we need the watch? I mean, the watch does control when this place opens and closes. But there's no guarantee that...
I'm only here for guidance and advice.
Fair.
The decision is entirely yours. If
Well,
you are able to accomplish your mission in your own means, then do so.
If we go to the Feywild, there's no guarantee that the carnival's going to be here when we come back, and that means we could be anywhere. But if we have the watch, the carnival can't move. And we're guaranteed to
Burley
at
would
least come
say,
back home.
Burley would be like, well, you're not supposed to keep the watch. The watch will be given back at the end of the night. The watch is only to find the portal.
But
I
we know where
cannot
it is.
abide by stealing. The only reason why I accept this plan is because you'll have to come back. You know where the portal is?
We
Well,
believe.
we believe we know where it is. It possibly could be in the Hall of Illusions. May have
Well, that
stumbled on
is
it.
interesting. Is that where you saw this pig face girl?
Yes.
Well, then it must be. Now we just need to figure out how to open the portal, right?
That's a conundrum.
So if you take the watch and you get them to tell you how to open the portal, then you can give them the watch back and go through the portal.
So we don't need to take it. Just ask them to teach us how to open it.
I wouldn't advise asking how them to do that directly, seeing as they were so very direct with all the rest of your questions. Eloic looks kind of bored. She's got like a hand on her head, and she's just like balanced up in the back.
I don't know why we haven't asked you this question yet.
Oh, me?
Yes. Who sent you?
Nobody sends me anywhere, dog. I do whatever I wish to do, all for the sake of the universe. Well, all of the universe, but that's not important. This interests me. You interest me. So I'm here.
Okay.
This little group.
Better question. What are you exactly?
Well, a halfling and a bard.
I'm
Among
not
other
buying
things.
that.
But I don't think that you would understand if I told you.
Try me. Because I'm not buying that you're a halfling.
Well, look at me. She like puts her hands out. She is fully a halfling. Like, it was, I mean, they are the same on every world. It doesn't change really.
Appearances aren't necessarily to be believed.
Not
Yeah.
all is what it appears.
Neither are words or truths or anything else. Honestly, nothing in this world is to be truly believed. But I am honestly telling you that I am a halfling and a bard. Although I'm very good at what I do. And I do have a few tricks up my sleeve. How about this? Let's play a game. If you win, I'll tell you one bit of information from a question you asked. If I win, you have to go one of the rides that I tell you to.
Honestly, I don't see any problem with that, seeing as it could help us to our cause.
Yes, we
What's
still
the game?
Alrighty.
We still need to find the Displacer Beast kid.
No, you won't find
Alrighty.
me here.
Oh,
Name your game.
Like I said, everything requires you to go through. No, you can name the game. I'm the best at all of them.
We can name the game.
Go right ahead. I'm a bard. I spend all my time in entertainment areas. You think I haven't played every game in existence?
we have a lot of free time on our hands as bards.
How about you, bard? What game are you best at?
Oh, boulder parchment shears is my usual. That or dice.
I do like dice.
Highest rolls?
Highest rolls.
Is this
What
a
dice
game
are you
for
using?
all of us, or are we all choosing an
You can each
individual
choose
game?
separate games if you wish. I'll play each of you.
I think I'll put my faith in Harriet. She is the bard.
That is a good decision, because it would have been a group game otherwise. You would have at least two.
Zachary gives a sly smirk. I have a different game in mind.
What do you have, Valkyrie? Why don't you go then?
I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10.
Oh,
What is it?
Harriet just drops her head like, oh god. Every bard knows this game.
They said any game.
It's true.
And you said you were the master of any game.
Check your messages.
Go on then. What number?
7.
Vacherie's face just falls. How the... What?
Told you, bards are very good at that one. That's why you have to
But
go with something
how?
with a little fate risk.
How the...
I'm very good at games. So your ride will be... we'll not go with the ride. The Calliope. Now, Bard. How about you?
All
What
right.
dice shall we use?
Harriet will pull out a set 4d6s.
Multiple dice. Fantastic. Let us roll then. Not very good on my end.
Ugh.
But still, again, I'm very good at these games. Where
Harriet
should
kind
I
of
make
looks at her
you
dice
go?
a little upset, like, come on! Don't let me down before, now you're letting me down tonight?
You seem very happy. You'll go to the mystery mine.
Ooh.
Valkyrie is
Now,
like, not the mystery mines.
Ambrose,
Yes.
do you wish to play a game?
Mm, I feel as if I was meant to actually take a ride that you want me to go on. I'm not gonna resist. Where would you like me to go?
You should take some time in the Pixie Kingdom. And
Pixie
all
Kingdom
of
it will
you
be.
should speak to the ones that were told that you should speak to. Ask them questions. They'll trust you. Figure out more about this place. You guys have done pretty well so far. But not quite there yet. I don't think you've gained enough information to make a decision on how to do this. You have almost everything you need. Gain the rest. Play the games. It's a carnival after all. And then she's gone.
Did she leave another
Vac-
marking?
100%. There's another marking underneath where she left.
Is
Same
it the
thing.
same marking?
Exactly the same marking. Insight check for all of you.
Valkyrie's groaning. Why does it have to be the mystery mine?
I have to go to the Mystery Mines factory.
That guy's an
Those aren't
asshole.
high enough. Those are high enough for you to realize that they're all the same marking. They're all burnt in the same way. And there's no heat. It's not like there was a fire or anything. She legitimately just poofs. Like she's just gone. But there's still like a burned engraving underneath it. You guys didn't roll high enough to get any like thing further than that, but it is the same marking, same way, no heat, and it's burned into the pillow that she was sitting on. But the pillow isn't damaged at all. It's almost like it burned it on top of the fabric. You know what I'm saying?
Like in midair above it or something?
Not in the air, but like it's like it changed the color of the threads,
Ah, okay.
but just in the exact same shape that she left before.
Valkyrie is responding to Harriet like, I know they said you need to go to the mystery mine, but I just figured we were all going together to the different places.
I would state that she said specifically, if I win the game, you will all go to the ride for myself. So she played you real hard. You all played games against her, and then two of you played a game against her, and then one of you didn't. But the deal was that if she won, you guys went to where she said.
Yep.
Or if she won, you guys went to where she said. So you guys now have to go to all three places all together.
Well, we have the tickets, so we can do it.
Whoop.
Can we
So-
start at the Calliope?
Yes, we can start at the Calliope since that's the closest, and then we'll go to the Mystery Mine and then Pixie Kingdom. It'll give us a nice loop. Unless you want to do the one you dislike the most first, and then we go to the one we want to go to last.
What exactly is wrong with the mystery mine? I'm
Yeah.
not sure what.
You'll find out when we get there.
Is Facco there?
Your old lover.
No, it's not like that. Follow me.
All right.
Following.
All right. I think this is a good cut. Stop it at tonight. Are you guys in agreement?
Agreed.
More.
It's getting kind of late for East Coast guy.
It is.
And we've been playing for 2.5 hours or so. So I think this is a good time for us to call it for now. And this is a good in between point. It'll be real hard to recap if we keep going. So
Yeah, I took
let's
a lot of
wait.
notes. There was a lot of information, a lot of riddles. I was also trying
I was gonna
very
say,
hard not to metagame.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is a really tough part of the campaign you guys are in. There's a lot of thinking that is required, so I will say use the time that we're not playing and you're like, think about it during this next week. Like, give it some thought, because this is a campaign that's not beat your way through with a stick.
No.
This is a very think your way through everything campaign. So take your time and think about stuff over the next week. And, like, think about what you guys should actually do. Because I'm playing against you guys for the carnival part of this. I don't normally play that way as a DM. But for this, like, I'm trying my best to help you out, but also trying my best to trick you. So keep that in mind. You guys have done well on your inside checks. You guys have, like, take very highly in mind the ones that you have passed. Other than that, let you take your actions as you take them. But there is a lot of different ways to get out of this. There's a lot of different ways to get fucked. So just like I'm saying, we'll break it here because you guys just got dumped. You got hella info dumped. So you guys are gonna take some time to sift through that. So we're gonna call it here tonight.
Definitely.
Really good RP. I had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats on the fucking dude. The performance was my favorite part, though. I'm not gonna lie. Fucking like,
That's the highlight.
and just like killing it on the intro, killing it on this, and like, oh shit, there's people on fire. Fix it quick. Part of the show.
This part of the show, I promise, it's not real fire. Oh god, it's real fire.